We're playing Snake in RuneScape, moving around the map, one chunk at a time. We have an hour to complete as many challenges as we can, before the Snake is going to randomly move forward, left or right. If we complete all the challenges in a chunk before time is up, the Snake grows, giving us more area to play in. Join me as we work towards the first goal of the account, unlocking the Champions Guild. This is SnakeScape. Last time on SnakeScape, we started at the Stronghold of Security, where we were finally able to beat the cheating allegations. We then rolled Draenor, which was completely useless. So we killed Minotaurs, and then we rolled East Falador, which was, again, completely useless. So we killed more Minotaurs, until we bought a massive defense upgrade. Will you join me now in South Falador Farm? Welcome back. We are currently in the South Falador Farm. Now, this chunk is really cool, not because of the farm itself, but actually because it lets us access East Falador, which means there are tons and tons of things that we can do in this chunk. And I think I am not going to do any of them. We could spend our time trying to unlock the mining guild. We could spend our time trying to get our thieving up, but I think we are going to go and continue killing Minotaurs. The reason I want to keep doing Minotaurs and not anything else is because we only have access to the Stronghold of Security for one more hour. After that, it's going to be gone. So I want to try and get as much melee training on good enemies as we can, as we don't know what's about to come up. In these chunks, there are 2 diary tasks and 1 quest which we are going to be able to do. The quest is the Corsair Cursed, which we're going to be able to complete the first step of. And the 2 achievement diaries are one to browse Sarah's shop, and the other is to repair a broken strut in the Motherlode mine. So we should be able to do this. I need to double check that second one in case it has a binding requirement to get in, but I don't think it does. So let's get to it. Okay, right, first things first, before we do absolutely anything else, let's go to the bank and get rid of some of this rubbish, which I didn't need, because I thought, well, there was a 50-50 chance that I wouldn't have access to a bank this chunk. So I brought along a bunch of crap I don't need. And just to double check, you can't even walk in here without 60, right? Yeah. I'm also going to drop this clue scroll that I have on the ground. This is for Charlie the Tramp in Barrock, and we're now going away from Barrock, so there's no point in holding on to it anymore. Okay, and let's get going. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to get some chickens first and foremost. I need some food if I want to go do some more Minotaurs, so I think chickens are going to be a really good shout. Got to put my helmet on, just for these chickens. I'm chancing every time I get hit. Okay, now let's talk to Sarah, so we can complete that step, and there we go. Now let's quickly just start the quest, start the course. Curse of the Corsair Curse. I keep thinking it's the Curse of Corsair. No. Okay, right. I thought this was this was teleporting me again. It would have been Children of the Sun all over again. Now let's run to Motherlode Mine. I just had a thought while we're running. There's clay inside of the Dwarven Mines, so I'm actually going to go pick up some clay and a bucket so that I can go and complete the diary task of making a clay pot in the Barbarian Village. 2 birds with 1 stone. There is a chance I just get wrecked by the scorpions down here. So I need to run. Run. Okay, I'm going to just grab 2 pieces of clay in case I screw up with one of them. Nice, we can get in here. Now I need to go find the strut that I need to repair. There's a broken strut. I think in these crates there's hammers, so I should just be able to pull one out here. There we go. Found a hammer. I'm going to mine some of these rock falls just to get some XP. Oh, and I literally just as I run away, it gets broken again. No, don't do it, please. And there we go. Got the other easy task. So go back past the fountain, pick up some water, make some soft clay, then run to Barbarian Village, sell the helmets, make the pot, and then finally we can go down and kill some Minotaurs. So if I use this on the potter's wheel, I should be able to make a pot. And then I use unfired pot on the pottery oven, and that didn't give me what? It's been a bowl. Oh, okay. Right, I won't be able to do that. It's really good that we're able to utilize the Stronghold of Security while we have it. I do think this is the best play, even though there are other things I can do. just melee training is going to be such a hard thing to do. So I might as well make hay while the sun shines. Ooh, account check. What did I get? I got a lamp. Nice. And level 30 hit points. Ooh, and a beginner clue scroll. And it's Charlie the Tramp. Great. Okay, I'm actually going to need to run upstairs, not because I'm low on health or anything, just because I'm out of actual inventory space. Hey, and there's 20 prayer. Slowly making our way up. I'm going to use these really low level prayers as, you know, I have 12 minutes remaining of it being active. And another beginner clue scroll. Where is this one going to go? What the... Huh? Wait, what? Sorry, I'm just going to double check. This isn't the same clue scroll I just picked up a minute ago, right? That's ridiculous. Okay, so I have 3 in a row, which have all been talking to Charlie the Tramp. Man, the game's trying to taunt me. And level 30 attack, so we have base 30s. Now, when this kill is done, I'm going to go do something which I think might be a little bit stupid, but I want to do it anyway. I'm going to try and get that 8 crafting that we need to go and do the pot. It's going to be about 2.5 inventories of doing clay, but I think I should have time. So, and mainly because I kind of want to still follow the uniqueness metric that I was talking about. And this is actually our first way of training crafting. So because I've achieved my goals from here, I think I'm going to do it. But mark my words, this might just be really stupid. Okay, I think I'm going to update my assessment. This is very stupid. It's taken me, what, 20% of my remaining time just to walk back over here. So there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. I am just going to pickpocket then, I think, just for a little bit. Because that's a good way of getting money, and I don't think I'm going to need any more levels. But those are famous last words. And I cannot wait until I unlock some stalls, so I don't have to do this rubbish. So I only have 5 minutes remaining. I'm going to bury the rest of the bones in my bank, and then I think I'm going to maybe kill some chickens. I don't really know. I have some food ready for the next chunk. I can feel the fletch and grind beckoning me at the moment. It just feels like I've had too many good chunks in a row. I'm going to end up with a couple where there's nothing to do other than fletching again. Eventually, I'm going to need 500,000 feathers. So getting a little bit of a head start on that, you know, is always good. Each one of these saves me a coin. Now that I'm level 30, I should swap back to strength. Get strength all the way up to 40, I think, is the next goal. I mean, training chickens isn't going to get me very far, but, you know, in the long term. And 20 cooking just before the chunk is up. I don't think we're going to be able to do much more. And that is time up. That was pretty good. We got all the way to level 30 on everything. So we should jump in the chunk picker and see where we're going next. And here we are. So in that chunk, we were able to tick off a few little things. The Corsair Curse we were able to do. We were able to do the Falador Easy Diary 3 and the Falador Easy Diary 9. Both of these were nice and easily ticked off. We weren't able to get anything else yet. We did spend the rest of our time just really making money training to 30. So from here, we can go left into Draenor Village, straight into Port Sarim, or right into South Falador. Of these 3, I really would like the 2 right-hand ones. Draenor Village will be really cool. We might be able to unlock the agility course and actually train agility for the first time. And Port Sarim is going to open up a world of opportunities. So let's roll. And it was right to Falador South Wall. That's kind of anticlimactic. But, you know, we are beholden to the chunk roller, so we don't get to pick. Let's jump in the game and have a look at what our tasks are. So this chunk is pretty damn useless, mainly because it doesn't have anything new. There are the 4 wizards, which I thought dropped their respective staffs, but they don't. They only drop talismans and runes. So the only thing that is actually useful here is behind me on my left, which is the chain body shop. we'll actually be able to get an upgrade here for 3,000-ish coins, so I'm definitely going to do that as part of the next hour. I think in this next hour, I'm going to kill chickens and use their meat to steal money from men, just because I do eventually need to get to 40 thieving anyway. Let's get in and get to it. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. I feel like this is going to be a very quick chunk on the video. I'm literally just going to kill chickens, pickpocket men. Nothing more. I just have something very, very important to do first. Who's a good boy? Cute. I'm going to see, can I earn the amount required for an adamant chain body by pickpocketing in an hour? Let's do this little experiment. Okay, I think I'm not going to continue to do this. And here's my reasoning. I think I might actually run down into the Dwarven mine and do some mining instead. Because then I can sell the stuff to the shop, which is right next to it, if I remember correctly. So if I go and do iron mining, I think it should be faster money than this. But before I do absolutely anything else, I'm going to go get the adamant chain body. Actually, wait, hold up. Give me just a minute. I swear there's a shop around here that you can buy pickaxes from. Yeah, it's this guy up here. Yeah, I'm going to grab a steel pickaxe and then an adamant one, because I'm going to upgrade to the mithril one when I get enough levels. I completely forgot that this was here. So this is actually going to make this a much, much better money making method than pickpocketing. And there's 21 mining, so we can swap over to the mithril pickaxe. Or actually, do I even want to sell them? I'm now thinking, do I just want to run these back up to the bank? Oh, I don't know. Let's just see how long it takes to run back to the bank from here, and how much energy it uses. I could try mining a bit closer. Most of these scorpions don't have me, just the king scorpion is the only one that does. So if I stood far away at the ore deposits over here, it would be much closer. Yeah, I do think it's going to be worth running everything back to the bank. This is actually going to be quite good. I kind of wrote this off just because I thought that we wouldn't be able to do the scorpions, that the stuff would be too far away. But me remembering that there was a shop you could sell ore to, that was a bit like clicked in my brain. I was like, actually, this is going to be way better. So I'm going to try get to 31 mining, and then we'll take the money that we have and the pickaxe, sell the pickaxe, get a better pickaxe, and hopefully we're able to do that in the next 40 minutes. The levels are going really, really quickly at the moment. And there's 25 mining. Just 6 more levels to go. This is the problem with this account. I will just sit and I'll like theorize and I'll just look through stuff and formulate some kind of plan. And then we'll get to some like kind of crappy looking chunk and I won't think about it too hard. And I'll just go do something. And then halfway through I'll realize, oh crap, I'm not using my time anywhere near efficiently. So that's how you end up with situations like with this hour. No, leave me alone. And there is 30 mining. Only one more level to go. I should almost do it in this inventory. I'm going to run one more back and then I'm going to pick up the pickaxe, sell those and get myself a nice adamant pickaxe. Oh, I can't buy items that are overstocked. This dude, right, the guy who just ran past here, sold his adamant pickaxe and bought a rune one. God damn it. Okay, wait, let me just switch worlds. And we have an adamant pickaxe. This has been a really good chunk for upgrades. We now have an adamant pickaxe, adamant chain body, only a few more adamant things and then we can be dripped out. And that is probably all the mining we're going to be able to do for this hour. Let's just wait until the time's up and then we can go roll. And there we have it. Time is up. That was a really effective chunk. Well, after I figured out that pickpocketing was going to be completely useless. Let's jump in the truck picker and see where we're going next. And here we are. So we weren't able to actually complete anything on this right hand side, which is, a bit of a shame. It's the first time in a while we haven't been able to do anything. With the snake facing west, we can roll in all 3 directions, either straight into Falador, into the crafting guild, or into Rimington. Of these 3, I really don't know what's going to be best. This chunk is kind of a free one, so let's just let the chunk picker decide. And it's the crafting guild. Now, I can't remember whether I have a apron in my inventory or not. I mean, I have nowhere near the crafting requirement to get in, but, you know, it'd be cool nonetheless. Let's jump in the game and have a look at what we've got to do. Well, you know how I was running all the way from the mining where I was just doing to the bank? I completely forgot there's a bank chest down here. I was literally just watching a recap on how Motherlode Mine works because I haven't done it, so I just didn't know this was here. Oh well. This chunk is the crafting guild chunk, and because I don't have level 40 crafting or a apron, this is useless to me. There are sheep in this chunk which I could use to level up crafting, but I think my time is much better used in the Motherlode Mine. As we're now level 30, I kind of want to get started on getting maybe a couple of golden nuggets, though because our mining level is so low, I highly doubt we're going to get any. Let's jump in and try it for an hour. Okay, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's run down to Motherlode Mine and get started. So the XP an hour down here is technically worse than doing the iron mining that I was doing just a minute ago, but because getting the nuggets is a chunk task, I do kind of want to work towards it while I can. And there's first inventory, took us about 5 minutes, so let's see whether we get any gold nuggets. Okay, here's a question to answer in the comments. Which do you think is the best version of the Diggy Diggy Hole song? Is it like the original kind of dubsteppy one? Is it the official one that the Yozcast made? Or is it like heavy metal one that was made later? Let me know what you think. I'm surprised, the XP per hour in here is actually really good. It's currently reading 22.5k an hour, which is, you know, almost better than what I was doing before. Total level of 350. Huh, I just got a strange fruit from a strange plant, which is super good. I'm going to put this in the bank because it's probably going to be useful. If I can have a bunch of them, it'll be useful for if I'm doing some kind of skilling grind where I'm going to have to carry stuff a really long way. And there's 35 mining. Yeah, so because we are such low level mining, we just get coal from this. Just a quick shout out to a golfer junkie for repping it up in the clan chat. Hey, and there's level 40 mining. We're able to get it just before the end. I'm going to spend the last minute clearing out the sack and moving everything back. That was an incredibly effective hour. We've only got a minute left, so I don't think I'm going to do any more because it'll take more than a minute to put stuff in and get it out. Having 10 nuggets is really great. It means I'm a quarter of the way to the achievement diary step, which requires you to have the helmet from the prospector mine. So that's quite good that we did that in 1 hour. It really sped up towards the end, having extra mining levels. So next time we roll this chunk, this is going to be really good. And there we have it. Let's jump in the chunk picker and see where we're going next. Oh, sorry. Yeah, just before I do anything, before I do the chunk roll, I need to actually get my inventory set up because the next chunks are confirmed to not have a bank in them. So I need to get ready for a bankless run. Okay, and I think I've settled on this as my inventory. Just having all of the fletching stuff, some wood fire making stuff, and my pickaxe with me as well. I bring the bucket just in case it's used in any clue steps or any kind of steps. Same with the spade. These two are kind of used for quests a lot. As we're kind of near X marks the spot, I'm probably going to need to keep a spade on me. Well, let's go into the chunk picker and actually see where we're going. And I knew I'd forget something. I need my coins. And here we are, back in the chunk picker. We weren't able to do any of the tasks that we had, so we're just going to get straight to rolling. The snake's currently facing west into the ocean, so we have only 2 chunks to roll from. Going south is really risky, just because of this dock that's here, because it lets us roll onto Karamja, which would be a nightmare for this account. So I'm really hoping we roll north. But of course, I don't get to pick. Let's roll. And it's south. Oh no. Oh no. We no longer have access to Falador. And the next time that we roll, we will be able to roll onto this chunk over here. Okay, let's calculate the tasks and get into the game. This is the Melzar's Maze chunk, and this is a scary chunk to be in. Not for any reason of any grind that's in here, but because of the dock that I'm standing on. It takes us to Brimhaven, which would put us on Karamja, which would be really, really scary, because we can really easily get stuck on Karamja for a very long time. So I'm not going to think too hard about that for now. There's not really much that we can do. Now that we don't have access to Motherlode Mine anymore, we can't do much unique stuff. So I think I'm just going to get back to the fletching grind. I still have to get to 72 to be able to craft a huge shield at some point, so I'm going to work on that. Let's jump in and get to it. Okay, here we are. Let's start the timer, and next to this oak tree is where I'm going to spend the next hour. Let's go. One thing to do while I remember is that we can go and buy stuff from the farming supplies shop and put it in the tool leprechaun that's just over here. That means we'll have extra rakes, extra seed dibbers, and we'll be able to kind of always be able to do farming when we're next to a farming patch. Well, once we have seeds, of course. Just going to buy 3 of each, I think. And that should be everything. I will run back and pop them all in the tool leprechaun. Cool, that's that sorted. Then I don't have to worry about having those whenever I'm in a tool leprechaun chunk. And there's 35 fletching. Slowly making our way up. Okay, so the main reason I'm so worried about going over to Brimhaven is not because of Brimhaven itself. It's actually because of this little bit down into Karamja. If the snake goes down through this, I'm not going to be able to get back out for a very long time. Because it's going to have to align to go back into that corner and straight back up again. So the odds of that happening probably won't happen for maybe 20 hours at least. But I haven't run simulations, that's just kind of a guess. But I've done some, while I'm sitting here, I did some napkin statistics. And at the moment, I have a 21.5% chance of going down into that. Now, that doesn't include if the snake gets stuck, where there is one chance that does happen before going in there, where it becomes a 1 in 12 or whatever, because the charter ship's there. So it's currently approximately 21%, which is not making me feel any better about it. This next roll is a really big one, because there's basically a 50% chance of us going to Karamja. And if we go to Karamja, getting stuck on Karamja becomes significantly more likely. I've been able to AFK a lot, so I'm going to put a little graphic up that I've made that explains my statistical reasoning. I hope it makes sense. If you care enough, you can pause. And that is the end of the chunk. Let's see where we are going to roll next, and whether Karamja calls. So, here we are. We weren't able to complete any chunk tasks, so rolling is all there is to do. With the snake currently facing south, we can either go to Rimington or to North Brimhaven. And I really do not want North Brimhaven. Now I could pussy out a little bit, as there is this tiny little chunk area just down here, which if I entered I would immediately turn left and go down here. But Mama didn't raise no pussy, so I'm not going to count it. It's a 50-50 shot, whether we stay on this continent or we go to Karamja. Let's roll. Oh no! I've been sitting here for 2 minutes just taking this in. Let's calculate the tasks and jump in the game. Right, so if I give this guy some money, he will take us to Brimhaven, which we can unlock. Oh, this is rough. This feels pretty rough. I am really not looking forward to the next few rolls. I think that the chances of me getting stuck have now increased quite substantially. I think it's over 50%, but I'll have to double check my numbers. But that will be next episode's me problem. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you've been enjoying the series. This video has a bit of a weird pace, I think. I hope you like the new intro. I think it's better than the last one, so I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have liked this video, a like would be greatly appreciated, and a subscription would be amazing. You might notice that these videos are getting recorded a little bit earlier than in time before they're uploaded now, and that's just giving me a bit of a buffer as I'm going to do some travelling soon, so I want to be able to continue uploading. So I will see you guys in the next episode on Piranha. Goodbye.